Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. I am just playing around with one of those envelope things that Rachel at Roxy Creations has been collaging. And you know how I've been loving the collaging stuff too. So I just wanted to play with one. If you've already seen her videos, then you know you may not be interested in this. But if you want to watch me do it, then please join me. Or you can craft and do your own thing and whatever. Anyway, I just took, this is out of a book that I have that I've been using to make just collage sheets on, and so I took one of the pages out and all I've done is fold it up to about where you know I want it to be. Of course it's all going to depend on your book page, and you don't have to have the same size or anything. None of that really matters. It's just a super simple like envelope thing that's kind of fun to make. So I think I'm going to do kind of a combination of what she has been doing lately. So she had one that is sort of like a faux envelope. It flips out and you can write in it. So I think that's how I want to do the inside, but I want to put the pocket on here like the one that she just did recently, so you can put stuff in here. But at first I want to collage on it before I do that part. So anyway, I'm working on a new digital download and I've almost got it done, but it's not done, so don't go looking in my shop for it yet. I'm hoping Monday that I'll have it ready to go. I gotta get all the scanning and stuff like that done. But again, I have collaged these all from, you know, actual pieces of paper and stuff. They aren't made on the computer first, so they're just old images and postcards and stuff from the biodiversity library and all that. So it's all just collage. So there's one, here's another one, and I don't know exactly for sure which ones I'm doing yet. I mean, I think I'm doing all these ones for sure, but I may add more. I haven't decided yet. So these are corner pockets. That's just a regular pocket, a little trim. And there's this one. So again, these aren't ready yet, so don't go looking on my shop yet, but they hopefully will be there, you know, near the beginning of the week next week. So that's the goal anyway. It's just, really the problem comes down to when I can get my son to help me do the Photoshop portion. That's really the only, otherwise I would just do it all myself. So what I did here, the reason this color is a tiny bit different is because I photocopied also the inside of this library pocket. This is a real old library pocket, and so I photocopied it and then put the photocopy on here. So I think that's why these two colors are different, but I wanted it to work so that you guys could fold up this flap for the back part of the library pocket and have the color, you know, instead of it being white, because when you fold up this bottom, that side's going to be white. I guess you could just cut it off and you know, turn it over kind of thing and just put a little bead of glue down there. I don't know, it's up to you, and I may work on this one a little bit more to try to get the color. I think in Photoshop we might be able to get the color the same, but that's what this piece is for, so that you can glue it onto the side that's going to be white when it folds up. And here's an envelope. And then these ladies are from like the 1780s. They're all like flower sort of, like this is supposed to be like a tulip, and I'm not sure what she's supposed to be, but I tried to do them with the paper and by themselves. I have one whole sheet, and this is a boy or a man, whatever, however you want to say that. So yeah, I just did multiple different ways of doing these papers so that you could have them like this one's just plain without the mushrooms or the ladies. So anyway, that, and so I'm going to use some of the same scraps and stuff on this so that it'll match, because I think I'm going to do an altered book using, I don't know where I put the book, but anyway, I have a book that I'm going to use. I've got a mess, so surprise, right? And then I'm going to go ahead and fold this down just so I kind of know where the lip is. So it looks like an envelope, but then you can open it out and it is like a journaling spot. So I'm going to go ahead and collage this. So how's everybody been doing? I hope good. It's been, like I told you guys last time, it's been a little crazy around here. It's just that end of the year stuff. We just have like, you know, concerts and just lots of stuff going on, so it just makes it a little bit chaotic, but it's awesome because I'm ready to come to the end of the school year at this point. I've kind of had enough, is all I'm going to say about that. People always make comments, oh, you're teachers, so you have all summer off. Gosh, you guys don't have to work very much. And I also get you have days off all the time and, you know, all kinds of things like that. And it's like, yeah, well, we really do work pretty hard. It's not like, you know, a cakewalk or anything. I mean, you know, lots of people work harder than we do, I guess, but we also don't get paid loads of money. So, you know, it all works out in the end. I'm clearly not sure what I want to do here. I made some printouts of lace. This one too. I just thought those would be kind of fun to play around with, so I think I'm going to go ahead and tear those. I really like this big flower right here. But I always kind of look at that summer vacation time for teachers as a regeneration. You know, like get your batteries back, because man. And I only teach part-time. I don't even teach full-time. I don't know how they do it, let me tell you. Because by the end of the year, I'm done. Done. It's just kind of been a rough year. But that's not always the case, so I think it just depends on the year. Just trying to figure out where I kind of want this inside portion to maybe be more writing. That's why I was kind of going with this. So, and I just want to cover up all of that. You know, this is kind of a glossy kind of paper. I mean, it's not high gloss, but it is a little bit glossy. So I think I'm just going to put that one there. And I'll go from there. Just want to at least, you know, one pretty good size writing space. I have a new, I'm trying multiple glue sticks to see what is my favorite. So far I'm liking this one a lot, and this is by the Paper Studio. So I got that at Hobby Lobby. And I glued this, and as you can see, I mean, it's got a little wave, but none of that rolling thing that everything else has been doing for me lately. So that's been super nice. And it's not straight because I can't ever put anything on totally straight, but hey, it's good. It's better than I did the other day where I glued them on the pockets on upside down. If you missed that, you should go watch that video. It's good for a laugh. That was a great moment of mine. And not only that, but I realized later that I had the legs of the camera in there too again. I'm like, I got this camera so I wouldn't have that problem, and then I end up, I'm just going to glue this on, I think, the way it is. And then I'll take that bottom edge off. I don't want to do it too small. But yeah, so I was in rare form in my last video. I couldn't get anything right. I mean, that turned out okay, but it's kind of a bummer now because I can't, oops, I don't need glue all the way down there. I can't really sell it because, you know, I had to tear off those pockets to put them in the right spot. So it'll sit in my craft area and just decorate the place. This paper's a little bit thicker than that other. Oops, I just moved the entire camera. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can get it back. Okay. Alright, so there's those two. I am going to cut this right now because I got the glue on there. Maybe. our weather has gone crazy. Like I told you guys, it was like 90 on Mother's Day. And then the last 2 days, it's just been pouring rain all day. It's really weird. And it cooled off a lot, like we're down in the 50s now. It's a crazy thing about spring. You just really never know what it's going to do from day to day. Why is this so difficult? Sheesh. There's that, and then I want to use some of the scraps so that I get at least some of that look of that other stuff. That's an old one. See, this is what I have laying around, you know. Maybe I'm going to put a piece of this here, just because, like I said, I kind of want more writing space than anything else. So I think that's what I'll do there. Oops. Now that I have too many glue sticks sitting out. Right on the edge, but I'll hang it off the bottom a little bit because it's got that rounded spot. Oh, I still see it. Just find something to put right there on that corner. That's the only problem with those rounded bottoms. This would work if let me see. This is really old. Look at that. It's a pretty color. Just use a little piece of this down here. It'll give it some interest anyway. Yeah, I like that'll work. So yeah, I was watching Rachel do these last night, and I was like, those look fun, and this would be a good thing inside of a, you know, an altered book journal kind of thing. So I thought I'd give it a try. See how I fared. She's very good at all these. I don't know how 100 days of doing that, I don't know, but she's doing awesome. Awesome, awesome. Just my focus is not great sometimes for that long on one thing. Okay, and I think I'll put a piece of this over here for some color because it needs a little bit of something. I probably should do a little bit of inking. I keep forgetting, although I know it's aggravating to watch. I'm just going to do the edges real quick, just so they're not quite so stark. It's not bad on this old paper, but this the stuff that's copier paper isn't great. That should be good for now. My kids are almost done with all their finals. My daughter's got a big math one next week, but she's done with all her, I don't know if it's the same everywhere, but they do like dual credits for college. So she's taking like 16 college credits this year. So, and I think I mentioned all that. So she's been a little stressed because the testing for that's pretty serious, and so she's like, she's a stress case anyway, and then you add that, and it's like, yeah. So I feel bad for her because she's inherited my craziness. Poor thing. But she's a smart cookie, so that's a good thing. I'm going to ink this. This was, I should have really printed this when I printed it out on like coffee stain paper or something. It was that writing from my great-grandmother. And it's just too white. And then I wrinkle it, of course. Not that that really matters. little better. I just love old handwriting. I love all that stuff. Just, I always think it looks so much better than like my handwriting. Get it all the way to the edge here. Not have any white spots. I'm going to do one more something or other. So I don't have tons of writing space, but it's okay. I want to put. The only thing I'm worried about is making those hard to fold, so I'm going to wait until I finish this part. I think I could put a piece of this up here. I like it, it's even got the old tape on it. I'm going to trim the big pieces off. I don't even think this is from an old cookbook, but I don't even think the cookbook's that old. I think it's from like the 60s. But whoever had it must have been a smoker, because the pages are just like, I got it at a yard sale. They're just so yellowed. I mean, I guess it's a little bit old, but it's not horribly old. Like some of the stuff I have from the 20s, and I finally broke down and bought some of Rachel's straw paper, so I'm excited when that gets here, because that'll be fun to collage with for sure. Okay, so that's the inside of my envelope. So I'm going to just see if I can find the folds again. Good luck. Right here. It's the only problem when you put that thick of a paper on there. It's tricky. Tricky. Let's see if I'm going to be able to do this again. Make sure I get it lined up right here. You guys see, because I'm almost off, huh? Just trying to get that fold back. I want all this to sit down and not get crinkled up like that. Because that doesn't look great when you're opening it. Like I said, first time I've done one of these, so it might not work great for me. Go. And I just need a little more glue on this because it wants to come undone. I probably shouldn't have put that stuff right on the crease. That's probably part of my problem. Alright. Should be alright. Yeah, I'm just going to take some of this off right here. Just doesn't want to do it with the way that fold is. I'll do a little inking, and if I need to, I can come back in like with some washi tape or something. I mean, it didn't tear through anything, it's just torn some of the color off. So I can always fix that by putting something else there. That's always the tricky part when you're using multiple layers of paper. So I probably should have just stuck to the way Rachel did it. I'm going to wait until this dries all the way. I think that was part of the problem. I don't need that flap down right now. I can do this part instead. And then I'll fix that in there, but we don't want it to stick to itself. Okay, so I have this pocket that I'm going to end up putting right here. So I'm going to put some collage stuff on that. think I'm going to use this little bit of paper that I found, like old tapestry or something. I don't want it perfectly torn because, you know, I want to put some other stuff, something else under there too. I don't know how Rachel always does it without inking. I mean, hers always looks great, but I always feel like I'm missing something when I don't ink it because it just doesn't come out the way I want it to. Use a little piece of this under here. But that's all personal preference, so you just do it the way that you like it. I don't need to glue that whole thing. So if I can get all this on here the right direction today. No guarantees. That was too much the other day. I was like, what was I doing? I didn't even realize, even though I opened and closed that, I still didn't realize. I had some of you telling me that you were yelling at me. I'm like, I wish I could have heard you because it would have saved me. Such a ding dong sometimes. Get the whole edge around this while I'm at it. Alright. I keep telling my husband, you know, you really shouldn't let me out on my own because I just don't know, like, out, you know, in the world, because I'm a dingling. It's not quite long enough. Let's see, what else do I have? That's out of the same book, so it's like the same color. I think I might just do this and make it so you can see the words all the way around. That's what I'll do. That will work. Let's get a little... I think this is that part of that library card. That old library card that just one of the photocopies of it, a piece of the rest of it. Aiden's library teacher saves those for me now. It's awesome. Because I don't need them anymore. They don't use them. So they've been slowly just, you know, they've been coming out of books or whatever, and so she saves them for me. Just give that a little more ink. It's really nice of her to do that, though. This one in the corner. And then I think I'm going to put a little pocket, you know, half circle cut out of it. Looks good. Let's see here. Just going to kind of eyeball it. And I sharpened that using foil, aluminum foil, and that helped a ton. Thank you, Denise, you mentioned that, and that's awesome. I sometimes forget these things. Alright, so this will go here once we get this part done. Maybe some of this lace would be pretty on here. Yeah, I like that. So I'm going to take that edge off, so I need it to come about here, and it doesn't have to be perfect because I can add or take away or do whatever once I get it. The way I want it. I like these flowers right here. And I don't even have to go all the way to that edge over there either, so that's another possibility. I'll do like about there. I don't want this to be all perfect. This, that's not going to be anywhere near long enough. Take a piece of this. I like this. I might save that for some Christmas something. It's so sweet. I don't know if that's going to be long enough either. Oh yeah, I guess it would be. This weird edge right here. This is why I save all these crazy little scraps. I drive myself crazy because I'm like, why are you keeping that? But this is why, because you end up using this stuff and it's nuts. But you really do use it. But in the meantime, I'm buried alive in scraps of paper. It's crazy. Sorry, I think I just bumped the camera again. You'd think I wouldn't. It's like all the way back there now and I still bump it all the time. Just get working and do it. I'll do that and then I'll just ink that a little bit. And I probably am going to do some sewing. I just told one of my subscribers I really don't sew on camera, which I won't. I'll turn off the video and come back because my sewing machine is not situated in a way that you guys can see it. And but you wouldn't have to sew this at all. You could easily glue it and have the same effect. You don't have to sew any of this stuff. I just like that look. But if you don't like sewing or you don't have a sewing machine or whatever, just do it your way. You don't have to ever. The stuff that we do is just kind of giving you ideas, you know, like if there's something that, you know, just to get the idea, and then what you do with it is your own thing. So you don't ever have to feel like you have to do it exactly the way everybody else is, or, you know, not everybody else is, but someone else is. Because otherwise it would not be yours. I mean, I'm making this one almost just like Rachel does because this is kind of fun doing these. I could see how this could become addicting. Alrighty, so I think I'm going to stitch this now because I'm thinking the back, let me just cover up the back real quick with some kind of plain stuff, and then I got to come in and fix that. I should not have glued right on the flap. That was a dumb move on my part. Should know that by now. I want some of that really yellowed paper. Like these. Because this way it could tuck into a journal, or it could, you know, be glued down. Either way, just depending on how you want to do it. Let's see if I can find something else. Some ledger, that would work. I need a big piece of something. I need this one going this way. Again, I love the handwriting on these. This one is $18.95. So cool. I don't think I need the whole. No. I kind of want that date on there, which is kind of cool. Oh, of course, you're probably not going to see it. I don't know why I care. Maybe if I put it down here, you'll be able to see it. Yeah, I think that will work. Just take that edge off. And I know this is the hard way, but I can't ever see what I'm doing when I do it the other way. Glue this one down after I ink it a little. Man, it is just pouring rain outside right now. It's been doing that all morning long. I mean, it's great because my garden's going to be very happy. All my trees. But I get kind of tired of, I don't know how people live like in Seattle, and you know, we just don't get tons of rain. I mean, when we get it, we get a lot, but it's not something that's all the time. And I think I'm just going to put the glue right onto this thing because I just think it's going to be tricky to get it all over that very easily. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go get more of this. So anybody that likes or is near Hobby Lobby or whatever, pops in there, grab a glue stick because that seems to be pretty good stuff. I'm not having a lot of curling, which makes me very happy. And I know I could use Fabri-Tac and it wouldn't do that, but we've had that conversation. Can't do it. Turn it this way. I really want the whole piece. So I'm just going to use a smaller piece. And then I'll put something else over here. What is the question? Oh yeah, I should use that somewhere. That's neat. This one. trim it up. I want it on top, maybe on top. I'll wait to do that inking until after I cut it. Oh, except I gotta get this edge. I lied. It's thinking through all these steps, right? And I kind of just get in a zone. That's why I'm not really great at you know, doing the videos with the talking and all that, because I tend to just get into a zone, I don't know what else to call it, and I can't think of what to talk about because I'm just in that mode of doing what I'm doing. So I thank you guys for being patient with me and, you know, sticking with me. Because I am not super loquacious. Alrighty, so let's see. Let's trim this. It's kind of hard to tell what I'm trimming here because I got stuff hanging off of both sides. Alright, I'm going to hit that with a little ink. So yeah, I hope you guys like that new DigiKit. It's been fun making those collages. I've been doing it at night while I sit and watch TV. Well, I don't watch a ton of TV, but my family watches, and I, you know, want to be there and with them. So it just does not want to stay down at all. Sometimes you just gotta show it who's boss, I guess. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to use something on that whole section right there. Maybe some of this. That would probably do it. Just do a whole line of it. I don't want to cover up that flower a bunch, but, and then I'll just have to let it dry. Something like that, I think. That'll help. I just don't want that to be a problem for whoever, you know, ends up getting that, because that would be a bummer. Okay. Fingers are all sticky. Since that's an inside writing spot, that will work. Now I think I'm just going to turn it over and let that dry before I fold it again. And I will wait to stitch that pocket on. But let's see, if it was... Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. Did I do that on the, oh no. Here we go this way. Sorry. That was a real brain twister for me. Okay. I'm just trying to get an idea so that I can decorate this a little bit. I kind of want to put something there. Maybe, let me see, do I have Rachel's? Yeah. These labels are kind of fun, because then you can also write on those. I do like this. I'm just trying to figure out where I could put it, that, because the problem is, yeah, it's just not really going the right way, so I'll have to use that for something else. I do have some of these types of things. That one's kind of pretty on there. I think I like that one. So I'll go ahead and put that on the pocket. I'm just going to ink around the edge a little. Very pretty. Glue's getting everywhere. Okay, that can go there. And then we're going to have this flap. Let me see. One of these on there. Is it supposed to go? I think it's supposed to go. Am I on? I'm not even on. Sorry, you guys. I'm just messing around with these labels down here. Can you see that now? Yeah. Kind of like that one right there. Just like it on the plain part. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And then I'm going to go ahead and stitch, and I will be back to show you the end result after I get this glued down. I need to clean off my board because now I have goops on there. Okay, I'm going to stitch that and I will be back. Okay, hi everybody, I'm back. So I stitched all around, you know, the outside. I stitched my pocket on so that, if I can grab a piece of paper, you can put stuff in and out of there. And I don't know what I'll put in there yet, but I'll figure that out eventually. And I fixed this. I just put, well, you guys saw me do that. Put that paper there. And then this will fold like that, and that like that. And then I thought it would be kind of fun. I found at Hobby Lobby, I've been wanting one of these, the wax melt things, and I wasn't crazy about the idea of like using wax and fire and stuff in my upstairs where I have all my craft stuff. So I found this where these, you put these in your glue gun and they melt. The only thing I'm not sure of, and I'm going to have to play with them a little more, is they're a little shinier than I would like them to be. I think they're shinier than wax is. But it's just like a glue stick that you melt and then you put the impression in. You just have to use a little bit of water, and I just have a wet rag here. So I'm kind of just, you just rub that in there just so that the wax won't stick to this. Well, it's not really wax, whatever in the heck it is. But anyway, so I have a glue gun. What I thought I would try to do is do like a faux seal. So I don't want it to obviously seal to this, but I'm kind of thinking it would be fun just to have it look like, you know, it had a wax seal kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is I have parchment paper here, and I haven't done this. I mean, I tried doing just the wax seal itself just to see, but I'm going to go a little bit over, as this is like almost too hot. Oh, come on. I don't want to move it, but it's like it's not enough to keep pushing. It's like you almost need 2 in there at a time. There we go. Sorry, I'm shaking now because I don't want to mess this up. Okay, so you just do a puddle like that and then get your little dewar here. Just like you're doing a regular wax seal. And they said 5 to 10 seconds, I think. Holding it a little longer just because that thing's super hot right now. And I have it on low temp, but... So there's my seal, and I'm going to let that wax dry all the way. I'm going to unplug this. Sorry if you're like seeing my elbow and everything. I just don't want to forget. Leave it on. I'm going to let that set, and then I'm going to peel it away from the parchment paper, hopefully. So that it looks like it's got a wax seal on it, but obviously it's not sealed closed to the paper. So I'm just going to let that sit until it dries all the way. I can tell it's still a little bit wet right there. But those are kind of cool. I haven't seen them. I don't know, maybe you guys have. But I thought that was kind of a fun way to do it if you don't want to deal with the fire in your, you know, craft area and all that. I mean, not that it's, you know, you blow it out and everything, but I suppose that could be just as dangerous, but it just kind of made me feel better to have something that wasn't fire in this area. So anyway, let's see if that's it. I think it's ready. So now I can just have this like this, and it looks like it's got, you know, a wax seal. So anyway, just another little idea, and it is back here, but that doesn't bother me, because if you had a real wax seal, it would probably be the same type of thing. It would probably be broken down here. So just something kind of fun to do. So I hope you guys like that, and you might want to give it a try. I will talk to you again next time. I hope you have an awesome day. Please like and subscribe if you like my videos, and we'll talk later. Bye-bye now.